Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are live. We are live. What is good, YouTube, man? What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of KB LaFleur live, man. We are going live this time. Like I said, man, earlier, we are going to be going live again. Um, man, hopefully, let's go ahead and get some people get some people rolling in. Hopefully we get some people rolling in. Give me 1 second. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. One second. Let me fix this camera real quick for you guys. All right, there we go. There we go. I'm trying to make sure I fix this echoing for you guys. But all right, man, we are 1 minute and 11 seconds in, man. So what is good, YouTube? Like I said, man, welcome back to another live stream, man. Like I said, we're going to try to do a whole lot more live streams. Man, look. I just happened to be scrolling, man, and like I said, I was going to do a video. I was going to try to go ahead and edit a video for you guys, but I just happened to see this on Instagram, and I definitely had to tag old Shay Duke Jackson. I went ahead and tagged him in there. Hopefully he see it, man. But because of course he always talks about it, and there's a few videos that we're going to be looking at, right? He keeps document of this. He keeps documents of this stuff, man. Where, once again, man, she's just a walking contradiction, hypocrite, whatever you want to call it, right? And there are so many reasons why. And like I said, we got so many videos to show it. But you have them over here, man, at the Black Essence Awards. And this is for women. Now, somebody said in the comments, why is he even there? Right? That is a good question. Why is he even there? But regardless, right? He's there. So he's there to support, of course, sisters, right? Now, obviously, people are having issues with that, right? I don't even know why anybody even asking that. Now, like I said, why is he there? Who knows, right? But at the end of the day, he's there to support sisters. That's one thing that we do know. Now, it's just sad that when we see this interaction, it's very telling, right? It's very telling. What did she do to get this man to feel this type of way, to act this type of way? They over here acting like, man, they just weren't sitting over here like these people in the comments said. Like, they over here acting like they just weren't sitting over here eating each other's privates. Like, what are we doing here? Like, they don't have kids with each other. And it's sad, man, because just imagine these kids having to sit over here and see this stuff, right? Their own kids having to sit up here and see this stuff. It's bad, man. It's just a bad look. It's a bad look for the kids. It's a bad look for the kids, right? The kids are going to sit over here and say, dang, man, like my parents really dislike each other this much that they look at each other as strangers, right? And once again, all because a woman wants to sit up here and do what? Let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see. All because a woman want to sit up here and do what? Be selfish, right? Be selfish and sit over here and have pretty much everything to herself, right? Want to have her happiness. Once again, man, you can't. Like I said, you cannot win with these women, right? You cannot win with these women. You cannot win with these freaking women, man. And it's sad, right? It's sad. Let's see why they're acting the way that they're acting.
Friend, she sent this beautiful letter to me from a woman who got a divorce. And it's all about, this perspective, in my opinion, and just changing the narrative. My marriage was a success.
Yeah.
I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Cory some beautiful, amazing children. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation, there's a celebration. So that's basically, how I'm looking at it now. And I feel like people when they look at marriage, that success equals longevity. But no, at the end of the day, it's, are they happy? Are they thriving? Are they growing? And I feel like that is what is most important. It's not about staying in something because however long you are in that situation, that equals success. It's about really, again, are you happy? Because life is really short.
Yeah. This can't be the same. I had to go to my old page. Once again, that's right. A woman, right? You have a sister who is sitting over here having to go through all of this because she wanted her happiness. Me and Cory's marriage was successful. I've never seen that's sitting over here saying, yeah, you know what? Me and my football team was very successful, right? We were very successful in 2015. What was successful, right? Successful is winning a national championship. Right now, some people can sit over here and say, well, you know what, hey, we'll go from, 10 and 15 to 15 and up, right? That could be, or 14 and 1. We just happen to lose in a national championship. That can be successful. At the end of the day, successful is winning it all, right? You got to be number one in almost everything, right? And everything that you do in life. So that's being successful. That's being successful, winning, right? Being successful in a marriage or in a relationship is getting together, being married, having kids, living your life. That's being successful. That is marriage, right? That is a success. Not what she thinks success is, not what she feel success should be. Once again, let's be honest here, man. Then, like I said, man, this is the mindset that a lot of women have today, right? Where they want to prioritize the happiness. And this is why divorce rates is so high. This is why so many, once again, 70% to 80% of your women initiate divorce. 70 to 80% of your women initiate divorce, all in the name of happiness. Oh, well, I want to be happy. Oh, well, this. Oh, well, that. Oh, well, he's not doing this. Well, he's not reaching my happiness. He's not hitting the spot, whatever. People, once again, women today prioritize the wrong things in marriages. I say it all the time. They prioritize the wrong thing in marriages, right? Maybe there's another reason, man, why she's sitting up here, why they're sitting over here having this type of, let's just say, this type of interaction, right? Because you sit up here, man, you take shots at your boyfriend, you take shots, you sit up here and you take shots at Cory Hardrict. For what? What do you take shots at your ex-husband for? Right? Oh, well, I don't want to have to go back into, something that wasn't benefiting me. You're talking about a man who a lot of women would say it would be hard to come by. You have a man that's that way, and you got kids by him, and you still can't sit over here and continue to be with him. You still can't. I mean, once again, it's like I said, man. But once again, this is the type of rhetoric that you will always see, right? This is the type of rhetoric that you will always see, and so. Once again, we can sit up here and say, man, she's not doing anything. She doesn't have to be in something that it doesn't benefit her. Okay, maybe let's see. Here's another reason why she's probably acting the way. There's a reason why they're acting the way that they're acting
in the dating world now.
Oh my God!
What is it like out there for a single woman?
Shot of tequila? No. No,
I haven't been single for 5 years, so I don't know what this world is like out there. But I know it. But from what I see and from what I hear, it is tough.
It is very tough, and it is exhausting.
It's exhausting.
I want to throw the towel in. Someone had told me, and I wanted to be like, no, I disagree with you, and I don't want to believe it. My last relationship, when dating was, when I was, dating this person, it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was wonderful. There was courting that was, involved. And I was saying how I feel like that's no longer, present, meaning like people just don't court each other anymore. And this person was like, well, that's old news. Like people just don't do that anymore. There's just this whole new way of doing things. And I'm like, you mentioned tradition, and I think that's where it kind of needs to go back to, where, a man is courting a woman and showing her, how much he appreciates her and wants her and loves her or wants to be with her. They have this mentality right off the bat that
once again, right? She's saying, man, that, these men should show that, these women that, you should want to court her. You want to do all of this. These men are doing all of this, right? These men are showing that they want these type of women. But once again, as a woman, what are you showing, right? What are you showing to these men that are having these men say, you know what? Maybe I can take this woman serious. Maybe I can, wife this chick up or have kids with this woman. Well, you're sitting over here, once again, prioritizing your happiness. That tells a man everything he needs to know. So once again, there's another reason why y'all are having these awkward situations. Once again, y'all have kids with each other. People like, look at this, right? Y'all have kids with each other. And this is how y'all react. Well, once again, or this is how y'all act. Once again, that's beyond me, man. This is beyond me. Look at this. Let's go ahead and look. Like, come on, man. Like, look at this. Look at this face. Look at his face, man. Look at his face. Look at his face. Is that how you hug someone who is the mother of your children? Is that how you look at someone who is the mother of your children? Is that how you look at someone who is the mother of your children? Is that how you interact with someone who is the mother of your children? No, it's not. So once again, you got to ask yourself, what did she do, man, to get this man this way, right? You're talking about a good man. Hell, I would probably even say a great man, right? You're looking at one of your great men out here, right? One of your great men out here making his face to the mother of his own children, somebody that he's been with for years, somebody that he's slept with for years, someone he married, someone he then sat over here and they know each other's deepest secrets, I'm pretty sure. And this is how they treat each other. This is how they look at each other. You can only ask, what did this skinny head chick do to this man, bro? What did this bobblehead chick do to this man? What did she do to this man for him to once again have this facial expression to her? Right? Like I said, man, it's beyond me. It is beyond me. Let's go ahead and look at it again. Look at this, man. Look at it. Like, I mean, look, man, you can't look, man, it ain't no way in hell you can hide that. There's no way in hell you can hide that. You can tell that's awkward. Everybody and their mama can tell that's awkward. Everybody and their mama can see that, you know what, hey, there's something off with that. But once again, it's weird because once again, this is somebody you have children with, and this is how y'all interact. And as I showed y'all earlier, why they're having this interaction, because you have this sister who is jumping on the internet, acting a fool, not growing up, Let's go ahead and look at some of the things that she said. Right? Look at this. Right? Look at this. Right? Let's go ahead and read the caption. There's something so bittersweet about a nice chop. it feels like a release of old memories, right? Feels like a release of old memories. Some people can say, hey, well, hey, maybe it's memories of, her having a struggle with her hair or something like that. Once again, it even tells you in the Bible that women's beauty lies in their hair. It even tells you that in the Bible, and it tells you that in the Bible. So once again, you just coming up with some shit. So it feels like a release of old memories. You're obviously saying, man, hey, man, forget this guy. Now, mind you, I'm getting all of this stuff from O'Shea Duke Jackson. Once again, he's keeping tab. He's keeping tab of these things. That's why you gotta love the brother. That's why you gotta love the brother, man, because once again, he keeps tabs of this shit. Exposing women for for the mockery that they're throwing out here. Once again, right? Both good and bad, but also an exciting start to a new era. I'm ready to embark on this chapter of my journey, and everyone knows that there's nothing more monumental to mark it with than a fresh cut. Let's see what else she says, right? Let's go ahead and see what else she says. Here's another one right now. There's a whole video about it. I really don't even care to go into it, right? But let's go ahead and read the caption. It says, some toxic people will refuse to contribute around the home in any way, right? Home in any way. Now, of course, you have Tia Mowry sit over here, and you have her, of course, putting some eyeballs down there. Once again, Tia Mowry is pretty much the only peanut head out here, man, doing the ish that she's doing. She's the only one doing the ish that she is doing. Once again, sending shots at Cory, talking smack about Cory, right? There's other few comments where she's saying, once again, she's not going to go back into relationships that didn't benefit her. She's going back and forth with her fans. Once again, it's just showing it just shows where she is at today, right? It just shows where she at now. Supposedly, Cory Hardrict done found himself a new girlfriend or whatnot, and this, once again, it was bound to happen, right? It was bound to happen. This man has, I think, this man, he has, once again, I'm sitting here talking about, I think he has kids with Tiara married, right? He's a single father. It's easy for him to find another woman. It's easy for him to pick up another woman, just like that. Women don't care, because once again, that woman that he picked up is going to go right into the household, and guess who is going to be taking care of her? Him, right? So he got a couple of mouths to feed. It don't matter to him, because guess what? She ain't coming with all that baggage. She ain't coming with all that extra BS that Tia Mowry was coming with, right? And he tried to get Tia Mowry back. So, he tried to make it work. And hey, I'm not even against it. Look, for me, she obviously is not trying to make it work. So I don't see why trying to make it work. But at the same time, once again, right? She's acting very childish. But at the same time, like I said, it ain't like she cheated or anything, right? From what I understand, it ain't like she cheated. So he's still sitting over here before he moved on. Hey, yo, babe, look, whatever the hell we got going on is just what we got going on. Let's fix it. She's not trying to do that. Fast forward, right? You can go to O'Shea Duke Jackson channel. He got plenty of videos of it where she is pretty much saying, is being lonely. Pretty much, man, that BS crap, man, that a lot of your high schoolers, a lot of your college girls post on their Instagram stories and stuff. Like I said, a 40-year-old woman with a 18-year-old mindset. Like I said, Cory been moved on. She hasn't. Cory never responded, right? Cory hasn't sent any shots, none of that. She has. And shouldn't anybody be sitting over here trying to say, hey, well, Cory Hardrict, he's probably sitting over here, man, the reason he's acting like that is because she's moved on, or whatever. Because I saw a comment where somebody said, what did he do for her to act this way? Come on, man. And this is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. We have women who have this mindset. We're going to have women who defend this kind of behavior. And like I said, it's sad. And I get it. We're always going to have it. But it's just sad that this is what is highlighted, right? This is what's highlighted, right? Now, granted, hey, well, you know, you're over here doing a video about it. I don't know what in the world just happened. But yeah, man, you know, once again, man, you know, hopefully y'all can still hear me. But yeah, man, that's just wild to me. Like I said, that's just wild to me. You know, like I said, you once again, you have these women who once again who try to portray a certain image. And like I said, you're a woman, and I apologize about the internet, right? But once again, you have these women who try to portray these certain images, these certain lifestyles, as if, you know what, hey, well, I'm just so good at two shoes. You know, the reason this relationship didn't work is because of this man. The reason the relationship didn't work because he did this. Women always try to absolve themselves from accountability, and this is what you have. You have women who have this kind of mindset. You have women who have the mindset of Megan Thee Stallion, women who can never take accountability, but all they can do is jump on the internet or jump on people's podcasts and try to make themselves a victim. Try to make themselves a victim. And once again, you can't. Once again, how far can you get in life by making yourself a victim every single time? Like I said, man. Like I said, it's only ever going to bite back on women who have mindsets like this. Like she sat here and said, you know, she graduated from a marriage. She said that her marriage was a success, but yet she's the one who initiated divorce. How can you initiate divorce and then turn around and say, well, my marriage was a success? If your marriage was a success, you would still be in it. But this is the type of advice she's giving to other women. This is the type of advice she's giving to younger girls. People, like, let's be honest here, man. Like, let's be real here, man. This is not substantive. The advice she tries to give is not substantive whatsoever. And like I said, it's just sad that, like I said, it's really sad, right? It's really sad that once again, you can have a child, right, with this man. You can sit over here and be with this man for multiple years, right? You can sit over here and do all types of things with this man. But this is how he greets you. This is how he greets you when he sees you. This is how he greets you when he sees you. Look, people, look at this. This is, I don't know how many years they've been together. I'm assuming been more than 10 plus years, right? That's 10 plus years of doing the hanky pank. That's 10 plus years of, you know, putting your face in places the sun don't shine. 10 plus years of dealing with the creation you made, right? Talking about your seeds, talking about your offsprings. And once again, this is what we get. Imagine women or fathers, or not fathers, but women and men, right? Imagine your father greeting your mother this way. Now I know some guys. It happens, right? Some guys, man, who were raised in a single parent household, they've dealt with stuff like this. That's a fact, right? I know one for sure. He said his mom don't talk to his dad his mom don't talk to his dad, and whenever they do, it's very light. I get that. But at the end of the day, how does that make you feel when you first saw that? How does that make you feel when you're sitting over here seeing other parents, right? And then you sit over here and see your parents, how they're interacting. I'm pretty sure it has to dawn on kids at some point in time. So when you have their kids who seeing this, all in the name of Tia and Mowry wanting to sit over here and be happy, or whatever that means, once again, how does that make them feel? And plus, they were in a 2-parent household. But once again, all in the name of happiness, she destroyed a household. Because all in the name of happiness, she destroyed a household. She destroyed a household. It's ridiculous, man. It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And like I said, this is all you ever going to see. This is all you are ever going to see, man. This is all you ever going to see. And like I said, let's go ahead and look at some of the comments before we even go any further. Let's go ahead and get into the comments, right? I got 4 of them right here. There we go. All right. Hopefully, can y'all see this? I don't even think y'all can see that. Hold on. Let me see if I can. There we go. All right, bet. Ah, damn. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right. So let's go ahead and look at the first comment, right? Somebody says, falling in love. Can't even freaking see it with that. But look, right? Somebody says falling in love is a scary thing. The same person who you were married to for years, now it's awkward to be around them. Life is crazy. Somebody else says they're acting like they didn't have a child together. This is what I want in public. Act like we don't even have kids together. Bro, please. Shaking my head, right? Somebody else says, is that his ex-wife or the sister-in-law? I always get them confused, right? And that's because he's just pretty much alluding to Tia Mowry having a twin, right? Now, Tia Mowry's twin, she's doing better, right? She's over here dealing with, dealing with a man that's of a different race, right? But once again, she's doing good. Here, we got another one, right? Let's go ahead and look at this one. All right, let's go ahead and look at this one. We got another one that says, she looked uncomfortable. He looked uncomfortable. Now I'm uncomfortable. Somebody else says, he was reaching for a handshake and she going in for a hug. Awkward. Somebody else says, that's how you hug your cousin you got beef with. Somebody else says, can we normalize exes still being cool, especially when they have to co-parent? Yeah, I mean, well, the last one, definitely right. I give it that one, definitely right. Especially with the co-parenting. But yeah, even if your ex is me, like even my uncle used to tell me back when I was younger, man, look, you burning all these bridges with these girls that you used to mess with, man, like you ain't got to. You like, come on, man, like just be mature about it, right? But that's something that Tia Mowry isn't doing. She's not being mature, right? She, once again, an 18-year-old in a 40-year-old's body. Like I said, it's only ever going to be an issue. It's only ever going to be an issue. Let's go ahead and look at this other one. So the other one says, I think he didn't want to interrupt her moment. That's all, right? Yeah, sure. Somebody else says, not the crunch hug, or not the crunch hug. Somebody else says, not the church hug. Somebody else says, use this as that was awkward as hell button. And it was. Once again, why is he even there, right? And because once again, he just wants to support his sisters, right? Is that an issue, right? Is that an issue? Somebody else says, one day they folding you like a pretzel. The next day they giving you church hugs, right? Somebody else says, it's crazy how you go from lovers to strangers. Love is a wild thing. No, once again, we're about to jump into that. Somebody else says, ain't that her baby daddy too? Why they act so cringe or act so cringy? Somebody else says he wanted to respect her boundaries and space and he let her lead the interaction. I like him. He wanted to respect your boundaries and space. And once again, this is why I always say, man, why do men always have to be the bigger man? Right now, I get granted, I already know the answer to it. It's a rhetorical question. But once again, you see, men always have to be the bigger man. If a woman sit over here and hit you, the man got to walk away. If the woman sit over here and do something to you, the man always have to walk away. You're sitting over here saying he respecting her boundaries and all of this stuff. What boundaries? You get what I'm saying? What boundaries? What boundaries does he need to respect? But once again, like I said, this is a sister who have the mindset that she has. And everybody can see that there is an issue. There's something wrong with how they're acting. Everybody can see that. Everybody can see there's something wrong with how they're acting. But once again, people are just some people are going to try to play it off as, hey, you want to respect her boundaries. Well, you know what? Hey, well, he must respect her, yada, yada. Once again, the man always has to be the bigger man for what? For what? And like I said, these are the same people who always say, well, you know what? Hey, well, you know what? Hey, we're adults. We're adults. We got to act like adults. We can, once again, these are the same people who say we need to act like adults, but then come up here and say stuff like this. Say stuff at like, oh, well, you know what? I graduated from marriage. How do you graduate from marriage, people? People, how do you graduate from marriage? How do you graduate from marriage? So going back to those comments where it was saying it's crazy how you go from lovers to strangers. Love is a wild thing. Somebody else, the one person says, one day they're folding you like a pretzel. The next, they're giving you church hugs. Once again, man, this is coming from women who are having a childish mindset. I'm not talking about the comments. I'm talking about Tia Mowry. These are coming from women who do not have the proper mindset. It's almost like people trying to make it seem as if, hey, like, and I get, once again, we all get what they're saying, but at the same time, Cory Hardrict is not in the wrong. Cory Hardrict is 1,000% in the right. This is all this woman's doing, right? The same woman who is now a part of the single mother club, a part of the Black single mother club, a part of the, well, let's go ahead and initiate divorce club, right? The 70%er club, right? She's a statistic. She's a part of all of that. She's a part of all of that. She's a part of all of that. And we don't see no issue with that. Like I said, and we're going to sit up here and say, one day they're folding you like a pretzel and the next day they're giving you church hugs. It's crazy how you go from lovers to strangers. You go from lovers to strangers because, once again, somebody in the relationship, and there's a lot of times it can be both, but mainly, once again, you're women who have a childish mindset, jumping into these relationships, jumping into these marriages, and this is what you get. This is what you get. No compatibility, right? Should nobody be shaming this man, Cory Hardrict? And I'm glad, like I said, from my understanding, he's moved on, and I'm glad he did. Because, once again, like I said, it's easier for a man, even if he has tons of kids, as long as he got money and status, he can get any woman that he wants. But you see, Tia Mowry, right? You go on O'Shea Du Jackson's channel. He says it all the time. Look at all of these women, right? Look at all of these women sitting over here complaining, right? All these videos talking about, well, you know what, man, damn, I wish I wish I had Cory Hardrict back, she ain't saying that, but sending all of these saying, dang, I wish I wasn't single. I wish I wasn't lonely. Man, it's hard being lonely out here. It's hard being lonely because you chose that route. But once again, that's where taking accountability comes into play. And she can't even take accountability. she will only ever deflect. She will only ever deflect. And like I said, as we can see the comments here, everybody can see there's something awkward and there's an issue with that. And it's all because she wanted to sit here and what? I wanted to be happy, growing, and eating Snickers. Like, do y'all not see? Do y'all not see her cadence? Right? Do y'all not see? Do y'all not see how she sounds every time she's talking? Let me see if I can pull it up. Right? Every time she is talking, right? You can. It's like, I don't know. It's almost like it's scripted with this woman. It's almost like it's scripted with this woman, right? Let's go ahead and go back to this video.
But no, at the end of the day, it's, are they happy? How I'm looking at it now. And I feel like people when they look at marriage, that success equals longevity. But no, at the end of the day, it's, are they happy?
Hold on.
Are Cory some beautiful, amazing children? And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation, there's a celebration. So that's basically this perspective, in my opinion, and just changing the narrative. You know, my marriage was a success. Yeah. I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating, and
You're evolving, you're growing, you're evolving, you're evolving. Okay, right? Okay, like once again, this is just some scripted stuff. This is some scripted stuff. At the end of the day, this is some scripted stuff, right? Now, once again, I will try to pull it. Let me see if I can try to pull up this video for you. But like I said, man, this stuff with these women is scripted, man. With this woman is scripted. And what I mean by scripted is that they already know, man, what they're going to be saying. Like they already know, man. You know what? Hey, I'm just trying to get by, right? I'm just trying to get by. Like, look at this. Once again, look at this.
No,
I haven't been single for 5 years, so I don't know what this world is like out there. But I know it. But from what I see and from what I hear, it is tough.
It is very. Disagree with you, and I don't want to believe it. Is involved, and I was saying how I feel like that's no longer, present. Meaning like people just don't court each other anymore. And this person was like, well, that's old news. Like people just don't do that anymore. There's just this whole new way of doing things. And I'm like, you mentioned tradition, and I think that's where it kind of needs to go back to, where, a man is courting a woman and showing her, how much he appreciates her and wants her and loves her or wants to be with her. They have this mentality right off the bat that there is someone else. Do you know what I mean? Like there could be someone else.
Is it that they're the prize?
Man, I'm just let it ride, but it's scripted because if y'all go back, y'all just watch the earlier parts of the video. Y'all see where she's saying it's growing. You're growing. You're evolving. You're this. You'll see it in the video where she's talking about she's had successful marriage with Cory, and then you're gonna see in this video right here where she essentially does the same thing. To me, that is like, bro, like, it's just something that you're just making up. Right? It's just something that you're just making up just so you can just have something to freaking say. And this is what I'm saying, man. This is what a lot of your women are having today. Right? This is what a lot of your women are having today. And like I said, you have O'Shea B. Jackson, right? As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and watch a little bit of him, man. Fuck it. Let's go ahead. We already here. Let's go ahead and watch a little bit of him, man. Let's go ahead and watch a little bit of him. He's a funny guy, man. He's a funny guy.
Again, you've heard that, right? Now she's complaining about the dating market, because the last guy was treating her well. And now she's coming up with this foolishness. This was posted on December 18th. What one man won't do, another man will. Give her a round of applause for that one. Now, I used to hear this stuff all the time when I was coming up. You know what I mean? I was coming up in the Black community in Black America. And, used to always hear this, especially because a lot of women was in the Black community. And we would always hear, like, if you don't take care of your lady, some other guy will come and take care of your lady. So it kind of makes you feel that the woman is greater than you. So now, you know, you kind of making sure that.
Yeah, like he said, he was like, someone's making it seem as if the woman is greater than you, right? Well, one man won't, another man will. As if these other men already wasn't doing what you wanted them to do. It's just that, once again, these women prioritize the wrong things in life. That's all it boils down to. And that's why they're in the situation that they're in, is because this is what happens when women let shit fly out their mouth and say, well, you know what, I need to prioritize my happiness. Well, one man won't, another man will. And these women try to, and they be in situations like this, right, where they already have kids by other men or a man. Other men are going to be looking at that and be like, man, that's already a headache. That's already a headache ready to happen. So, you know, like I said, man, look, you know, that's my whole thing about it. I ain't even going to hold y'all too long. It's already 1:25 in the AM. I saw a few heads pop in and out. But like I said, man, it's sad, right? It's sad that this is what, it's sad, man, that this is what people have to go through. It's sad that this is really sad that this is what people have to go through, bro. It's sad that this is what people have to go through, man, when they've been dating, when they've been married for, I don't know how long. They've been married for how long? For some years. They've been married for some years. And once again, this is how they interact with each other. Once again, they've been married for some years, and this is how they interact with each other. Like, look at him. He doesn't even want to give her a hug. How do you not want to give someone, how can you make a face like this to someone who literally birthed a child that you probably cried for, right? Damn, man, like, she done birthed my child, like, this is just crazy. So now to this, once again, y'all saw the video, right? Y'all saw this whole video, right? If y'all watched the video and if y'all made it to this part, it's all because she prioritized her happiness. It's all because she wasn't taught how to be a traditional woman. Right now, she's sitting over here taking thirst traps and all this stuff. And bro, this connection. But anyway, man, like I said, as a 40-year-old woman, man, you're acting this way. As a 40-year-old woman, you're acting this way. That's just an issue. That's just an issue, man. That once again, you just have to look at it. It's all, once again, you have to look at it all because of her. It's all because of her. It all boils down to her. And like I said, I hate it. I hate it for the brother, man, because he wasted so much time where he could have been doing something else with his life. So, man, look, y'all do me a huge favor, man. Like I said, it was fun. Like I said, I saw a few heads pop in and out. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Like I said, we got a lot more lives coming. We're going to do a lot more videos for you. I'm actually going to post a video tomorrow for a live that I had on my other channel. I forgot what the thing was about. It was pretty much, it just slipped my mind. I did it early, but regardless, I'm gonna post it, man. Hopefully we're gonna have a good conversation. So y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe.